fight against women, men fight against men. So I don't even see how the Olympics done something like this.
What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast, man. And in this moment, we are about to get into two-time medalist, two-time Olympics boxer, female boxer, Clarissa Shields, as she weighs in on this whole Carini versus Khalifa. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Kalia, the dude who knocked out the chick, basically, is what I'm saying, man. And some of the things that she voiced her opinion on in here, like just the way the Olympics okayed this situation. I mean, clearly, guys, does not sit well with the rest of the world right now. I mean, people are in an uproar, and I mean uproar. You guys probably caught my first reaction video to it. I just am devastated that this is doable. Like, how? I know how, and you guys know how too. And that just stems from diversity, equity, and inclusion, and including everybody in everybody's shit. And women, to me, in my opinion, should play women's sports, and men should play men's sports. Now, you would think that a toddler has this type of common sense, but apparently grown-ass adults do not know how to thoroughly host sports without crossing genders, man. And this is just very, very unfortunate, guys. So let's get into this, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video. Let's go.
Want to bring in Clarissa Shields. She's a professional boxer and a two-time Olympic gold medalist. It's great to have you. And her necklace there says, "Quote was the greatest woman of all time." It is really good to have you here. You've competed in two Olympics. This, you told us in the break, was not an issue when you were in the Olympics. And there's the medals. What do you think about all of this?
Well, my first Olympics, I was 17 years old. So I hadn't even fully developed as a woman, so I couldn't imagine getting inside the ring with the biological men. I mean, even though I spar against the men, but fighting for the Olympics is way bigger than that. It's so much more on the line. So to have to go on there with the opposite gender when, look, women fight against women, men fight against men. So I don't even see how the Olympics done something like this.
And what I want to point out, guys, is the fact that she said her first Olympics was when she was indeed 17 years old. So in my mind, I'm thinking, what if this was a 17-year-old woman? In general, guys, it's not a good look for a man to get in a boxing ring and literally beat a female. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. At least this lady was a little bit older. I don't know her age per se, but I'm just thinking, if I was a 17-year-old female going against a full-fledged grown man, how do these people sleep at night making these decisions? And it gets deeper, guys, because apparently this chick was okayed. She basically failed to qualify because of her being a man. But this time around, they allowed him to go through. They're labeling her a her, but you're biologically a man. And I'm not about to sit and play into these games. I understand that people every day wake up and want to change their pronouns. That's cool. But you cannot make people support that shit. Like, if you are a man and you're telling me to call you a woman, it's just best I don't say anything to you and you don't say anything to me. Because if you look like a man, you got a voice like me, you're masculine like me, I'm going to label you as a man. It is what it is. This whole Olympic situation is just ungodly, man. Like, I mean, dude, like, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe, you know what I think, guys? I think that because of the reaction to the opening ceremony, I think that the Paris Olympics I think they got mad. I think that they got mad because they are so angry that people don't buy into this. Like, a lot of people are not buying into this. So it's just making people feel like, hey, if you guys are not going to support us, we're just going to go all the way out. You guys aren't even watching the Olympics anyway, so what the heck does it matter? And that's why I believe that they allowed this to happen. I believe they were going to allow it to happen anyway. But you would think after the opening ceremony that they would do a lot of like back checks just to make sure that this doesn't, put the country or several countries in an uproar and make them mad. And you heard Clarissa Shields here say that, it's like she just couldn't even imagine. And shout out to Carini, man. Carini, man, I hope they make shirts of Carini, man, because I like to support people like Carini who go out here, and she's a underdog in my opinion, but she's still victorious, guys. She's just like she still won. And in my eyes, Carini still won, man.
I watched this video earlier today, Clarissa. Have you seen it? Of the Italian boxer saying, "I'm out." Have you seen the video yet?
I've seen it.
I mean, she really looked scared to me. What did you think?
Wow.
You know, I grew up in a gym sparring against a lot of guys and stuff, but every fighter, woman fighter, does not do that. So, so the power to her did seem like it was much bigger and much stronger, and it did scare her, you know. And I don't know how old she is, but it's still like when you're born, and man, you're already born with the bigger muscles and a bigger neck, and you've grown up to be a man. You know, you didn't change genders when you was a kid, so it's to me, it's just unfair, and I just can't believe that it's being done, and I just couldn't imagine it happening.
Well, you can believe that it's being done because this is what the world is pushing upon us. This is what they want us to believe in. They want us to buy into this DEI shit. They want us to forget everything that we believe in and say, hey, this is your new religion now. You know what I'm saying? So, like she said, man, she was scared. I mean, like, I saw the clip, guys, and you can tell right away. Like, there are very few times that you can be hit. Like, I'm a man and I've been hit by another man, and I know, trust me, guys, I know, even when in the military, guys, doing combat training, when another man hits you, even if it's a mistake and it's brutal force naturally, it literally stuns you. This man, okay, Khalifa, right, whatever your name is, you train like a man your whole life. And then you decide to say, hey, I'm going to qualify to be a woman. That strength, you already were naturally strong, but that strength just takes you to a whole nother level. I mean, it takes you to a whole nother level. You can cut all the muscle off you. You can cut down. Genetically, you will be strong as an ox compared to a woman. There are some strong women out there, don't get me wrong, but there is no force of a force like a man, especially when he's aiming to inflict damage upon you, man. And just look at this defeat right here in her face, man. Like, I cannot believe that Paris is doing this. I can't believe it. I'm sorry, guys. Like, the Olympics is a complete disgrace. I mean, completely a joke. And this is what they will forever be remembered as. And I cannot believe it, guys. I'm sorry. This is wild to me. You know, that men can just say, hey, I want to be a woman. And a woman, we see Brittany Griner telling people to call her Pop. So at the end of the day, like, it's just a lot of mass confusion. But this isn't even the worst part. The worst part is the kids who are confused by this. The kids who don't know to go left, right, up, down, or back, or straight. Like, they don't know what to know because they're born into a world in this time is not ideal, guys. It is simply pathetic. It is sad. And I just wish, and I'm praying, that, you know, one day everything will be back normal. If you're going to be homosexual, be homosexual. But no kids should be waking up deciding to change, you know, their sex, their and that's an example how kids wake up and change their sex. And then you have guys like Dwayne Wade who come out and endorse it. So now they really feel like, oh, this multimillionaire NBA champion, he endorses this, so it must be right. No, you got to protect these kids by any means. And I think that Carini, the young lady here, she took one on the chin, but she also has done a lot. She opened up the eyes of a lot of people who probably were not, you know, particularly concerned, or, you know, I guess they haven't seen what's been going on in the world. But I think the past few events in the Paris Olympics alone, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, like, I think that it has opened up a lot of the people's eyes. And it's strange because I sit and I think about that viral interview with Cat Williams. And he said that 2024 is the year of the awakening, right? And boy, what I'm telling you guys, like, man, I don't know. Like, is all of this orchestrated? Like, what's going on, man? It got me thinking like all kinds of things, man. But let's keep going.
There's not that many women who are willing to stand up and say this is wrong. And, you know, I admire you for doing so. Do you think the Olympics will have a change of heart here? I mean, if you see her, that young woman from Italy, she worked just as hard as anybody else to get to the Olympics.
She sure did.
And her dream was dashed in 46 seconds because of him.
Wow.
It is very hard to qualify for the Olympics. You have to go through so many different international tournaments, country tournaments to even make it to the Olympics. So, for me, I can understand her devastation, but it shouldn't be ruined due to a man. And I think that the Olympics definitely dropped the ball, and listen, I don't have anything against transgender women or transgender men. All I'm saying is that men should fight against men, women should fight against women, and transgenders should fight against transgenders. That is how I feel. I will stand with that. I'm not homophobic or anything like that, or against the gay community, but that's not right.
And just how she said that, she's not homophobic and she's not against the gay community, it's the same thing that these people will come out and try to cancel you on just because you just don't believe in what they believe in. Does that make you a fucking villain? Does it make you a criminal? I ain't got nothing against the LGBT plus community either, but hey, y'all can kind of get out of hand with shit, man. I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all can get out of hand with stuff. And I'm not just saying it's your community. It could be the black community, the white community. We all have our faults. Don't get me wrong. But she said something very key here. She said there are several women who do not agree with this and who refuse to say that this was wrong. And you guys know why? It's because, let's be honest, with this whole DEI movement, it has forced women in the LGBT plus community to align and collaborate with one another. And they're not really going to go against each other, guys. It's sad. It's unfortunate because we all see with our eyes that it is wrong. But you're going to have certain individuals, especially women, who are like, well, I got to stand with them because they're in too deep. They have these beliefs that have affected not just America, not just your country, wherever you are watching it, but it has affected the whole world. Now you see countries making certain laws saying like you're going to be classified as a person that's sick if you try to change your identity. It's just all these type of things going on, man. And it used to not ever be that way. And just look at this. I want you guys to look at this before we get out of here. Carini didn't shake Khalif's hand after the referee formally raised it, but she cried in the ring after sinking to her knees. Minutes afterwards, a still tearful Carini said she quit because of the pain from those opening punches. Wow. I felt a severe pain in my nose. With the maturity of a boxer, I said enough because I didn't want to. I couldn't finish the match. Very, very devastating, man, that she trained her mind, body, and soul for this moment, and in 46 seconds, it was snatched away from her. Yeah, so shout out to Clarissa Shields for shedding a light on what was done at the Olympics and what we all know was wrong. And like I said, man, shout out to Carini who gave it her heart, her soul. And you guys, man, I'm telling you, man, it's time for a change, man. It's time for us to get back to the basics and go back to the drawing board to figure out what's going on and why it's going wrong. You guys let me know what you guys feel. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stay subscribed to the YouTube channel, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah.